Hey, it's the middle of June in South Carolina, and we definitely have that forecast to prove it right. The atmosphere is very thick in water right now. We also have heat with temperatures getting close to 95. When you have both of those combining, that helps make a very unstable atmosphere. Heat is also going to continue to build towards the end of the week and into the weekend. And then we have a chance for flooding and severe weather, especially in the northern part of South Carolina. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves just yet. Right now, though, it's about 10 minutes before 8 o'clock on your Monday morning. No rain is showing up on the Doppler radar and barely any clouds on the visible satellite. Sunshine for all of the Carolinas right now. The only thing that we're picking up on is just off of the coast. That's remnants of a storm system that really favored the southern part of South Carolina and Georgia yesterday. And today, the forecast is going to be flipped. We're going to see storms show up in the northern part of South Carolina and most of eastern North Carolina, where we do have a flood watch in effect in this green shading area, which we'll look at in more detail in just a few seconds. The forecast today is going to keep that chance for daily afternoon and evening thunderstorms with us. We're not going to be able to shake that just yet, mainly because we still have the humidity in place. The southwest winds are going to continue to blow at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, which won't really help it feel any better. Heat index numbers are still going to reach around 102 degrees this afternoon for many of us in the Carolinas. Flood watch is in effect for parts of east central North Carolina and northern parts of the forecast area. That does include Jacksonville, Clinton, Fayetteville, Harnett County, and down into Laurinburg. Rainfall in this area is going to be very light today. This is throughout the next 24 hours, so until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, rainfall amounts are expected to be less than an inch of rain in many of these communities, but some areas, especially close to Clinton and Kenansville, could see between 1 to 2 inches of rain in a very short amount of time, and that's going to cause some potential flooding if that falls in a very short period of time. So the best chance of this happening is going to be tonight around 9 o'clock. Here you see scattered showers for most of South Carolina. I do think this is a little bit overdone. Most of us are going to remain dry today, but don't be surprised if you do see any rainfall. It's going to be very hit or miss. Not everybody is going to see the rain when it comes through, and if they do, it will be very quick and there won't be a lot of rainfall with it, unless areas in North Carolina get some of this heavy rain that stays over the same area for a long period of time. And here you see that heavy rain batch moving through parts of southeastern North Carolina, through Laurinburg, Lumberton, and down into Wilmington around 9 to 10 o'clock this afternoon. And that could skirt the northern part of South Carolina, the border belt, some people call it. That could skirt that part of the state later this afternoon and tonight. If that wasn't enough of a problem, we also have the heat index to worry about. Many of us are going to see heat index numbers get close to 100 degrees this afternoon, about 101 in Charleston, and closer to 102 to 103 down in Hilton Head. Of course, the upstate is going to remain relatively cooler than that today, which is to be expected out of this. Temperatures are going to continue to warm during the next 3 days. Sunshine is going to be in the forecast. Do want you to know, though, that there is going to be a less than 20% chance of a scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorm each one of these days, at least until we get into the weekend. Why didn't I put that on the 7-day forecast? Well, simply put, because the chance of rain is so low, I don't think it's worth mentioning. But I mentioned it anyway, right? And the next week into the weekend, temperatures are going to get close to 95 to 96 degrees, and this is where heat index numbers could get very close, if not to 105, maybe 106 in some parts of the low country and the Midlands towards the end of the weekend and into next week. Lots of weather to talk about as always, right? We've got rainfall, we've got heat, and we've also got humidity.